Welcome to your Daily Dose of Hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. I know I say that every time, I think, or almost every time, but it's really true. I'm glad you're here. Hope doesn't exist in a vacuum, certainly, and it's something that we share among all of us. So thank you for being part of it. Today, I want to just talk about embracing what's here because I feel like we have this pressure a lot of times to move everything to the next level, right? Like something bigger, something better. And on the surface, that doesn't sound like a bad thing, of course, and it's not. It can sound like ambition or progress, and there's nothing wrong with those things. But I feel like always focusing on what's the next level, so to speak, it kind of implies, I feel like sometimes, that there's something wrong with where we are right now. And there isn't anything wrong, right? We're not settling. I think it's worth looking at why we're always looking at next and not fully experiencing now and today. Why do we rush past moments that are good in our lives or moments where things are happening or we have opportunities to do something new? We minimize progress sometimes, things that we've actually accomplished, and we minimize it just looking to the next thing. And often it's really easy to overlook the things that are really present and important in our lives. Things like stability, things like the relationships and the people in your life that you care about, small wins, opportunities. We can overlook them because they don't really feel like some, future version of success. But this moment does hold something and it's important to acknowledge. Sometimes this moment right now is a pause that you maybe didn't know you needed, or maybe you're being forced to take. Maybe it's just being here today as part of a foundation that you're building. Perhaps today is a season for healing or for learning, or maybe just simply being, showing up for yourself. Hope doesn't just live in the future, it lives right here with us every day. When you allow yourself to say, "This is where I am," there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing else needs to be optimized. Not every season has to be a big breakthrough. Not everything has to be a step forward. Some seasons are just meant to be lived and experienced. So today, instead of asking what's next, let's ask what's here, what's working, what's steady, what and who are quietly supporting me. Because when you can embrace what's here, you can stop chasing what's next in your life and just start living for today. And there's a lot of hope in that. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.